Here we go. Debut main label EP for Sora on Disciple Records. The EP is called Before You Go. We have 6 tracks here. People were just reminding me in the chat of the fact that Sora has had a Disciple EP before, Iris, but it was on the sister imprint. It was on the sister label, Disciple Roundtable. There we go, 3.5 years ago. Sora, I think, is one of the most revered names in the underground of dubstep. Very colourful style. Very fresh music, loads of great sound usage, very concise and snappy and to the point. A lot of it, I think, for me anyway, hasn't been the most adventurous or ambitious when it comes to the drops. But there has been the odd track in there that's really kind of taken me aback and be like, wow, this meld of pop and bass is quite striking and generally very captivating. So I'm hoping for a little bit of that here. I'm sure we will get it across the 6 tracks that we have. Let's kick off with the opener, which is called Heartsick, alongside Kanoto, fellow underground dubstepper Kanoto. This is some strong Halcyon vibes at the beginning, not gonna lie. Very pretty, ethereal, glacial kind of opening here for the EP and this track. Ooh. Do you think about me? It's very sweet. I mean, this is pure future rhythm-y kind of vibes, I think. Taking me right back to when Halcyon first came around. That kind of music was very popular. Yeah, it's got a nice, sweet, summery feel to it at a time where it's winter for most people, so it's very welcomed. It's sweet and peaceful and calming, and I'm very much for that. Definitely has a bit of an effortless vibe to it as well so far, like not trying too hard with the idea, keeping it quite chilled with the progression of that heaviness we got there, allowing the colour to shine through, letting that emotion and feeling kind of get to the forefront. Yeah, effortlessly, a nice feel to it so far. Oh. Just bouncing and bobbling along really, with all that colour and that freshness to the sound. Yeah, the colour is there, the staple fresh Sora sound is there. The ideas are quite simple, but I think that works for, again, allowing the colour and the feeling of the emotion to shine through and get right to the front of the tune. The production's great, very lush and just full sounding, quite fruity as well. Just has like a really sweet feel on the ear, which is nice. I like the length of the cut as well, I think. You know, definitely with a lot of future rhythm like that, they can be quite trimly cut, quite short. They feel a little bit over before they truly get going, but the midsection really drew that track out in a quite nice way, gave it an extensive feel, and yeah, just allowed it to wash over you as it went on. That sweet feeling just allowed itself to have its say over the course of the tune. Not the most like out there or like in your face impressive drops when it comes to creativity, but just a nice opener for the EP, and I imagine a bit of a tone setter for what we're going to get with the following 5. Next up we have Where You Are. Nice punchy opening, like that vocal sample as well. Ooh! I like that snare a lot. Bah! Whoa, 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 whoa. Middle of the night where you are. Yeah, that vocal's already stuck in my head. It's already there. In the middle of the night where you are. Yeah, I'm liking this one. Got a couple of unpredictable moments that came out of nowhere. Leveled up the heaviness that we got. Percussion's nice. Got a nice thick feel to it. With all the colour as well. Just zapping out. Ooh. Slowing down. Getting quicker. Can't exactly tell. So... didn't go for the second drop option. That's just faded out here with a nice soothing outro. A lot going on in those 3 minutes, or just over 3 minutes. Yeah, very compact, very to the point. I feel like it did have the potential for being drawn out more, that track. I'll be interested to see if there's a VIP of that tune at some point. I think I wouldn't be surprised, because it has, yeah, a lot of potential, especially with that vocal. Quite a timeless feel to that vocal, just for having another layer, another couple of sections kind of added on. But what we do get on that track is nice. I like the moments of unpredictability that hit you in the face. You can see me kind of caught off guard by where that drop went. Again, the vocals fantastic. The snare in that first drop, really, really nice. Well, the first drop, the only drop we got. Not too many sections to talk about, but I think they're all the right length, given the, you know, the length of track that we get here. Just could have had maybe a couple more of them, potentially, just to lengthen it out and build on that concept a little bit more. But maybe we will get that, like I said, in the future. Next up, we have Protection with Beast Boy. Don't walk away. Exactly, very good question. How did they clear this vocal? I genuinely feel like this is one of the freshest, most impactful, rhythmy kind of tracks that I've heard in quite a while. Not gonna lie, very good combination of producers we've got here. Styles working together expertly. Oi! Oh! Aye! Like, some of the cutting, some of the breaks, the fills in this track are absolutely insane. Amazing arrangement. Yeah, I mean, that's a fantastic combination. That is a sensational pairing of artists, and I feel like genuinely hearing that was so good, given what they usually go for. The combination of their sounds, I feel like those guys could write an EP together. I really do. That would, I feel like that would work really well. Absolutely, not even lying, one of my favourite tracks of that kind, like that more colourful, futuristic kind of rhythm that I've heard in quite a while. Like, that one really threw me. Again, some very good moments of unpredictability, especially in those pre-drop moments, but yeah, just a load of the dubstep as well, especially in the first drop. I think it takes a little bit of a dip in the second drop, which is still good, but the first drop really does smack you in the face. And that vocal just fits in perfectly. How the hell did they clear it? Sora, Beast Boy, if you're in the comments, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please do let us know how you cleared that vocal, because we all want to know. But next up, we have track number 4 of 6, which is Let You Down. I mean, this is shaping up to be easily, for me anyway, Sora's best collection of music so far. Wow, 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 no. That's a rewind. That is a rewind. I need and want to hear again. That's some gargantuan shit right there. That's hitting me. I want to hear it again. Rewind on that, biatch. Mate, that's large. That's fat. For me anyway, it's super rare that a simple idea that doesn't have that much invention or creativity or innovation with the concept itself makes me really feel it, really makes me want to move. But the beastliness of that production, the grit and the grunge of it just really got me. Bit of a quarter note situation that we got there. But it's, you know, again, when the production is good enough, when it really gets you, you can have a simple idea and it can really rock you. it can move you along with it, with the progression of the tune. Some of those industrial metallic kind of sounds has such like a, you know, really sucking the soul out of your body kind of feel to them. Do you know what I mean? Almost like those sounds like exercising me in a way. That's kind of what it felt like. Just so demonic in feel, just like getting in there, getting your soul, ripping it right out your body, that kind of thing. Yes, really guttural feel to a lot of those sounds. Vocal again. The vocal sample again, catchy, sticks in your head, creates a nice juxtaposition from the beastly feel of the heaviness, the industrial clang of that dubstep. You've just got laying it down, just providing that contrast, making it a bit sweeter. Penultimately though, with this EP, we are already at that point, but we have Mirror, just over 3.5 minutes long. Let's get it. The artwork is fantastic. I'm very glad that you said that and that you mentioned that, because I didn't want to forget to mention that. It's another stomper. Ooh. Go on then. Oh. This is the kind of thing that I mean with Sora's music. I think the ideas, quite a few of them for me, from him, they don't really have that much like ingenuity about them. They don't like go anywhere particularly like interesting or adventurous, so they don't have like that much of an ambition behind them, innovation wise. But the freshness again of the sound is just so there. The cleanliness of the sound is so there, and all the while I think here with his sound sounding beefier than maybe it ever has done. The laughs, man. I love the little laughs. They give it a little bit of naughtiness, a little bit of naughty here and there. Come on. Come on. Bouncy Big Boy. That one. That is a bouncy old tune. I think if you really like that kind of music, if you really like, you know, bit of a clangy, industrial, rhythmy, straightforward, one-dimensional in a way kind of sound, in that the idea doesn't go off in that many directions, it just kind of goes, you know, through one avenue or down one avenue, if you will. If you like that stuff, you're absolutely gonna love that tune, because it sounds on the ear bloody fantastic. Like the production for what he's going for, usually that kind of thing sounds super maxed out, overblown, just a bit jarring and grating on the ear. But man, the cleanliness of that, the sharpness of that is great, is really good. I think for me, kind of idea, I feel like I've heard many times by now over the years of listening to, over the recent years of listening to dubstep. I think it has a place, and again, loads of people love that thing for what it is, that kind of music. But yeah, maybe for me, wanted it to go in a couple more different directions over the course of the heaviness itself. But finally, here on the EP, we have Trust with Astrocyte. Very sprightly feel, not dissimilar from the others, of course, in that regard, but even more so for this final cut, maybe. Oh! Nice little energy shift here for the final cut. It's even brighter, it's even more colourful, and it's a bit more of a bro steppy format here. It's always nice, I think, to have a significant energy shift for the final cut of an EP. Shows an awareness with the track listing, of course. Bleep, 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 bleep. Some of the sound choice is absolutely divine. Oh! Even a little bit Porter Robinson at points with that final cut. Just gonna say it. Did definitely give me that kind of vibe. Yeah, a particularly joyous and, again, sprightly, on its feet, excited track there for the final cut of the EP, which I enjoy. Gave it a different kind of energy with a different kind of dubstep format, leaning more towards something that you would call color bass. I mean, all of it is color bass, really. Like, it's colorful bass music, majoring on the freshness of the sound and the design and having a lot of melody in there, so a lot of it does veer towards that, or maybe even is that, but that one in particular just kind of stood out as a particularly lively, flowery, and just a nice colourful tune. Again, wasn't massive on the drops that we got there. I think the first drop felt maybe not quite as full and rounded off production-wise as what we've got previously on the EP. And then the second drop, the final drop of the EP, whilst I enjoy the more high-paced feel of that with the kick at the forefront, yeah, just felt a little bit empty as a final release of heaviness for the collection. But, you know, again, did really enjoy the energy of the track generally as a little shift there and a change. But yeah, overall, this is, I think, my favourite Sora project so far, not going to lie. Steps forward, I think, made production-wise and sound choice-wise as well from previous projects onto this one. I think the collaborations are mostly really good as well. For the most part, I think the input from those producers on those cuts is great and significant. It's a good mix of shorter tunes and a couple of longer ones as well, so that it doesn't just feel like, you know, a collection of tracks that are a little bit over before they fully get going. Amazing design across this thing in various tracks, just kind of hitting me as some of his best material ever for this main label Disciple release. Definitely moments in here where I'm like, wow, that is definitely some of the best music of that kind, you know, within that genre, within that dubstep wheelhouse, if you will, that I've heard in the last year or so. So, yeah, a lot of impressive stuff on this EP. That is going to be that, I think, for my thoughts on Before You Go, 6-track EP from Sora on Disciple Records.